Well, Danny, first competitive game of Shots Boss. Not the dream start, we haven't needed a defeat, but it must be a great experience for you today.
Yeah, we've said all week it's been about the performance. We want to see where we're at, and the utopia would have been obviously to get something out of the game. I think on the grand scheme of it, I believe we should have got something out of the game. But the level of performance was good, especially second half when we were up against it 2-0 down. Lads showed great character, and they didn't give up. And I think the fans were reactive to that, and I think the players reacted from the fans. So that was good for us.
We didn't look like a beaten side at all today, did we? Didn't give off that energy at all, and I think, like, as you said in the previous interview, fans feed off that, and I think it was, again, shoots of promise and lots to hold on from that game.
Yeah, well, when I came in, we guaranteed that what they'll see is a team that doesn't give up, and the work ethic will be outstanding, and I thought their work ethic was outstanding today. And the good thing from my perspective is they're only going to get fitter, they're only going to get stronger, and we're only going to get better. So it's not the result we wanted, but from a performance perspective, we were quite pleased with a lot of what went on.
And again, it's your first experience. I know you had the Portsmouth game here, but you had the East Bank, you had a big display out, and it was a great atmosphere and a good sized crowd as well, considering the amount of away support here. It must have been good to see.
I think I referred to it as the famous East Bank, and then they get more and more famous, don't they? Because the noise they made was fantastic, and the support they showed myself and the boys. When you've got, it's almost like a weapon, and you've got to keep feeding that. And the boys have got to start learning to channel that as well. And I've just said to some of the other reporters about that's got to give us that extra 5% again. And I can't fault their efforts, but I'm quite demanding, and we want more. And the good thing for us from the national league perspective is that's done now. That was a run out for us. We kind of know where we're at. Work Monday and then Woking Tuesday, so it's quite relentless, the league, and that's quite nice at times because you can just put it behind you and get on with the next game. And
what did you make of the game? I think it was a couple of own goals in the end, wasn't it, and a penalty. What did you make of the goals and the penalty decision?
Yeah, I think from where I was standing, it looked like a pen. The defender got the wrong side of the runner, and you can't make contact like that in the penalty area, and that's something we've got to learn from. We've got to make sure our position is better. The free kick in the first half, I've just said to one of the other reporters that for me, I thought it was taken 5-10 yards closer than what the actual committing foul was. But I mean, we still got to defend better than we did. You can't allow runners free headers into the penalty area, but that's learning. That's what we've got to do. That's what the training's for, and that's why we work hard, is to look at those things and try to make sure they don't happen again.
And it was a dogged goal from us when Connor refused to give up, and he worked so hard for the goal, and his dangerous ball created that goal.
Yeah, I think we deserved it. I think we deserved the goal today, and if I'm honest, I thought. Listen, they're a very, very good side, and you could see their experience, and at times we were probably a little naive, but I think we deserved the goal. And if I'm honest, on the actual swag of the game, I think we wouldn't have been too harsh on us if we'd have got a point, to be fair.
Yeah, they showed their experience at the end, didn't they, with their game management?
Yeah, they managed the game really well, and it's frustrating, and you get the hump, and everyone's got the hump, and the fans get the hump, but we'd do exactly the same thing. So it's a part of the game, and onwards and upwards.
And it's just a small case of a local derby. It's your second game in, first away game of Shots Boss, and you're going to have a big away following there, and it's going to be a great atmosphere. It must be something you're really looking forward to.
Yeah, like I said pre the season starting, we want to play in the big games, and derby games are great, and we maybe not so many so soon and so quickly into the season, but it is what it is, and you just take it on the chin and you get on with it. And we are looking forward to Woking, and I've seen them play. I've seen them play a few times, and we know what they're about, and we believe we can go there and do what we can do to make sure our fans are smiling when they walk out the stadium.
And we lost Ollie today for injury. I know he was probably just coming back, wasn't he? He played in the last friendly and played a half. Yeah. Does it look anything too serious? He looked pretty gutted when he come off.
Yeah, I think it's gutted because of the occasion, and with the groin area, if it goes properly, you'll know he probably wouldn't have walked off the pitch. So it's a little strain. We'll manage it, and he'll be fine.
And Cody as well didn't play today. How's his injury looking?
He's making good progress, and it's hard because the players want to get back, and they want to get back fit, and they want to play. From my perspective, we have to be patient. We have to make sure they're right, because, like I've just alluded to earlier, it's a long season, and as much as you want to play every minute of every game at the start of the season, you want to have that consistency throughout the season. So we need to look after them, make sure they're right, make sure they're ready, and we've got a good squad, so we'll be okay.
I think Ollie as well, he was really looking forward to this in the week because it's his first senior game, and he was coming back from injury. That's probably why he was so good, wasn't he?
Yeah.
And he had a great performance as well.
Yeah, he played really well. He showed what his qualities are, and what he's got to do is learn now that at this level you've got to manage yourself well, and you've got to look after yourself properly, and every little opportunity you get for your recoveries and your pre-ab work, you've got to do it properly, and he's learning that, and it's a different environment from academy football. So, but the outcome, he's like the squad, he'll just get better and better.
And how do you think they dealt with Danny Rose today? He's obviously a prolific goal scorer and did score, albeit it was a penalty, but do you think we dealt with that challenge well?
Yeah, I think there's always going to be times where he's going to do something special with the football. He's one of the best centre forwards in the league, so we're not stupid. We're not going to say that we can shut him out completely. But within reason, I thought we handled him quite well. His link-up play at times was very good, but we limited him to very little. And I think that you could tell by his body language at times that he was getting a bit frustrated, which is a credit to the lads. But when you're handling Danny Rowe, you then look around the pitch and the Yateses, and then they bring Costello on, and you just. They're a quality outfit, and we wish them the very best of luck for the rest of the season. And
just going back to the rest of the lads, 8 debutants today, and the lads who remained here from last season. Again, it was a terrible season last season, and sometimes that can hang and confidence remains low, but they look sharp, didn't they? And it looks a good group.
That's the past, and that's one of the biggest things we've tried to make sure that the lads understand that yes, last season was what it was. And there's nothing we can do about it. It can't affect last year. All we can concentrate on is us now and the future, and what we're going to be doing week to week, day in, day out, and make sure that we're working hard. And no, the atmosphere's good. The atmosphere's good. Even walking in there was a lot of positives out of today. So but we have to build on that. If it can't just be every week we're talking about positives from a defeat, we have to build on that, and we have to get points on the ball, because that's what, at the end of the day, that's what it's all about.
And what is the group? I did notice when Ollie was injured, there was a lot of players going over, putting their arms around him and saying, "Come on, this is all right." And does that show how together this group is? It was players from everyone, nearly every player.
Yeah,
almost
we are a very, very close group, and I think I've said it to you before that if you were to come into this club and was told that this group's been together for 5 or 6 years, you wouldn't question that because of how close they are, and that's a credit to the guys. That's a credit to the recruitment that we've done, and it'll only get better. It will only get better.
Okay, well, thank you for your time, Danny.
Cheers, Chris.
See you Tuesday.
Thank you very much. Cheers.
Cheers.
Thank you.
Is it okay to